Welcome to AutoSens, the world's leading community for ADAS and autonomous vehicle technology development. We create best-in-class events, training, and information for the purpose of connecting the global community of scientists, engineers, and other automotive industry experts. Joining us is one of those experts, Brian Brackenbury, Director of Product Line Management for Gentex Corporation. And Brian, welcome to AutoSens. Good to see you, friend.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Carl. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Me too, Brian. And I think that the first question that anybody's going to have is they're going to look and they're going to say, Gentex, wait a minute. You're an automotive mirror manufacturing company.
Mm.
What in the world are you doing at AutoSense and in-cabin?
Yeah, I think that is a common question for us. We've got a rich history, especially in auto dimming mirrors in the automotive industry. But if you really look into our technology and our capabilities as a corporation, sensing and perception-based tech has really been a key part of everything we've been doing for about 50 years. While we are primarily an automotive manufacturer, we play in many other spaces. We are in medical, we're in aerospace. We were actually founded as a fire protection company originally, which was all about particulate sensing. So.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And so to tag on to that, in the sensing and the perception space, what does the Gentex product and technology portfolio, what does that look like, Brian?
Yeah, so we sort of break our portfolios, both by market and by tech. We obviously with an auto dimming mirror, there's some core technology there about electrochromics. But then added on to that are things related to digital vision and connectivity, as well as air quality sensing. What maybe a lot of people don't know is how we do auto dimming mirrors is actually related to a 2-pixel CMOS sensor. Our automatic light sensing, way back in the day, how we developed it was based on CMOS tech. And we use that to detect both ambient light and glare light. So if you think about how that started many, many decades ago, that's evolved into us becoming actually very deep camera expertise as well as image processing. We've even done some of our own custom imagers, a pretty rich area in that digital vision space, which is really important to sensing and perception.
You mentioned the camera expertise. So what is the motivation then, Gentex and your partnership with Atasky on long wave infrared thermal cameras?
Yeah, it's a really cool relationship. We, as a company, financially, we're always looking for partnerships. We've got some pretty aggressive growth strategies for the future. We know we can't do it all ourselves. We got a lot of focus on internal research and development, but we're always looking for interesting partnerships. Atasky is one of them. They're a startup out of Israel, doing long wave infrared thermal cameras. They already have some manufacturing capabilities in Israel. Gentex is a very large manufacturer. We ship about 50 million auto dimming mirrors every year, and we do that with electronics. So our capabilities are pretty deep. So while we can help Atasky with a lot of inroads to car makers, we also can help them on the manufacturing side of things. So it was really a good partnerships in terms of digital vision capability and what Gentex had to offer and help them as a startup.
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. In the in-cabin space, the technology there, that's an evolving conversation when we're talking about DMS and OMS in-cabin monitoring systems. So, Gentex, with your rich history and expertise, what solutions are you bringing to this space right now?
Yeah, as you said, that space is fast moving, right? There's Euro NCAP and GSR, GSW regulations coming into play. We've seen a lot of changes in the last 4 to 5 years. I think if you were to look at original DMS systems, the go-to location for a camera was on top of a steering column. You're seeing a really big shift as cars are coming into production today in 25 and 26. You're seeing a move from that camera low in the instrument panel to somewhere higher in the vehicle to get a bigger picture of the entire cabin. The mirror is really a great location for that camera. I would say Gentex kind of helped pioneer that location and its benefits. And again, with our experience on designing and building cameras and doing complex electronic integration into that mirror space, it really is a great location for a lot of those features. We're seeing many car makers migrate to either the mirror or the overhead for these kinds of features. We really bolstered a lot of that capability. We bought a company 4 or 5 years ago out of Israel called Guardian Optical Technologies. They were primarily focused in OMS with machine learning and other tech. Really sort of bolstered our capability and has really kind of thrown us into the thick of that ecosystem. So.
Brian, I have really enjoyed our conversation, just even in this brief amount of time learning about Gentex. And we started with the question of just what in the world are you doing here? You're primarily known for automotive mirrors, and now here you are at AutoSense and in-cabin. And now, and you mentioned this before, fire protection. So you have this rich history in fire protection. How does that translate? How does that enhance your capabilities in this automotive perception and sensing ecosystem?
Yeah, Carl, that's a great question. I think what's important to note, we're still very active in the fire protection business. A lot of it's focused on commercial buildings, hotels, dormitories, hospitals, etc. You don't necessarily see a Gentex logo on some of those devices, but we brand them for other companies. But our founders actually pioneered particulate sensing using optical sensors. It was a unique way at the time to do it. Many smoke detector companies switched to a cheaper method, ionization, which actually the regulations are just now changing that are going to not allow that type of tech. A lot of them are probably going to be playing catch up to us. But that optical sensing technology is really what got us started with particulate sensing and really fueled the idea to, hey, can I do an auto dimming mirror? What else can I do with these kinds of sensing tech? So if you really look at the core technologies that have sort of fueled our company for 50 years, it's really been around sensing. And I think we're always very eager to figure out where we can apply that in different markets, different product lines. How do we expand it? We're pretty excited about DMS and in-cabin sensing tech. If we think about cameras, it's obviously a very obvious technology, but many of our air quality and chemical detection sensing could really make a play in that world as well, right, as things move into the future.
Yeah, this is just incredible, Brian, how you've taken that history and your some of your existing solutions and then pioneered them into new spaces and new markets. So again, truly a pleasure to speak with you and learn more about Gentex Corporation. We've been speaking with Brian Brackenbury, Director of Product Line Management for Gentex Corporation. Looking forward to seeing you in Barcelona for AutoSens Europe 2025, October 7th through the 9th. But until then, thank you for being with us, at least virtually anyway.
No, I appreciate it, Carl. Looking forward to the event in Barcelona. Gentex is going to have a booth, both with AdaSky technology there and our in-cabin DMS tech. Looking forward to seeing everybody there, and also I'll be doing a quick speaking engagement as well at the conference. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, fantastic. And for more information on Gentex Corporation and to find out more about our upcoming events, see the links in the description or visit auto-sense.com. That's auto-sense.com. And for more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to the AutoSense YouTube channel and follow AutoSense on LinkedIn. In Detroit, on behalf of AutoSense, I'm Carl Anthony.